Now ETN to start the drive. Past the 20 for a short gain, second down. You look at this Carolina defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Now a 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Lawrence. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. Here's Logan Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Ready.
Young quickly to the flat. Down the left sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and goal from just inside the 5.
Set, go. 6, mega.
Young. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Set.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. In motion left goes a tight end. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, Etienne once more. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down. That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Oh, wide open. Complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. 66 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Give him 32 on the play. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and 7. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have regained the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
43 rail, black ultra.
Now Young. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this is caught at the 20. A big play there for Carolina. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the old man pressure coming, and they got him once again. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Right.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Now here's Young. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, that was never on target. It's no good. Wide to the right, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's 2nd and 10.
The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
All right, let's go. Hey, kill. Hey, kill.
A give, running right, ETN. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Now Lawrence.
Looking deep downfield.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Come on, set.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
Ready, ready.
Following the interception, Young. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
On second down, they'll run it here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Hey, red. Set.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
The Panthers hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience,
Let's go.
all on display in that victory.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and a couple.
Set.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
52 blaster. Hut, hut.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Black shot. Yellow.
To throw, Young. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Now Lawrence to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Etienne up the middle.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to throw from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd down, Lawrence
Eluding the pressure right. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Defensive talk 101. Don't let the quarterback out of the pocket, because when that happens, yeah, you may shrink the field with your defense, but it's so easy to lose someone on the backside. And he finds him and picks up a big gain.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
This is 2nd and 8. Another tote for Etienne.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Shepard now from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to... And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Elliott now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Jaguars 26, Panthers 7. Jake Elliott.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Shepard now from the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Carolina.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking out some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
26, Panthers 13.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Ready.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Right. Set, cut.
Young to throw it.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, check mega. Ready.
Young to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's man. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
All right,
Here's
go.
a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
Easy, 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 easy. Hey, kill. Silver.
Here's Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Route. Here we go.
They run the option left with Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our...
Oh, Young loses it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Handoff running left is Etienne. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 9. On play action, Lawrence. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good...
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go now.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 99 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Aiden Hutchinson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Lawrence.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Lawrence.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Off the play fake, Young. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Come on, set.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Blue striker.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And he will find his man on the outside. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Here we go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Strike. Strike. Set.
And he'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because it...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Bryce Young scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, you picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. They go play action with Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Down to about the 45. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
11.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in the tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
They'll try the left side with Etienne. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
If nothing else, able they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Lawrence will throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Now, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Now Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Etienne. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Jaguars are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
39. Panthers 27. Jake Elliott set to kick
Now
off.
after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Down.
This is 1st and 10.
Red.
Here's Young. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Under 90 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Now Young.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's Devin Lloyd with a pick.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Eats. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week. Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The clock reading 40 seconds. Here's 2nd and 10. Young to throw.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Tyreek Stevenson picks it off.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville.
Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So for Jacksonville, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another.